What's up, guys? Patch 11.6 is out. It's live. It came earlier than expected, but huge amount of changes. I just checked it.
Yeah.
I was scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, so there's a lot to go through.
Yeah.
I don't need to talk any more further. We're just going to bang through it. We're going to go through the whole thing. So let's just jump right into it, okay? Starting from the top. Akali. Okay, this is a big essay. There's a lot of changes, but give me the skinny on this paragraph. So what are they trying to, what are they
Basically,
doing?
they're shifting her strengths out of laning phase into the mid and late game instead.
Right,
because
okay.
she's dominating laning phases in Hyla. Like every time she wins every matchup, it's very easy. She's just super dominant in the lane, and she's kind of unkillable as well. It's kind of hard to gank her.
Right.
So not only does she stay alive and has good escape, she always dominates her lane as well.
Right,
so
okay,
she's too strong of a laner. So they're trying to shift that out of the laning phase and move it out to the mid game and late game with more damage.
Okay, so let's look at the specifics right now. So if we scroll down, base stat changes, her health has gone down, and her health growth has gone up though. Okay.
Yes.
So it's a little bit of a push and pull.
Yeah, she scales better the longer the game goes.
Yeah, that goes back to what you said. So
exactly.
Okay,
but
sense.
she can be killed easier. So she has 75 less health in laning phase.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
So passive, okay, Assassin's Mark passive, the swinging karma energy restore has been removed, flat out.
Yep.
So the mark no longer restores the extra energy again, so the energy has been reduced. So Q, her 5-point strike, the cost has gone up initially, but goes down at the end.
Yep.
So where it was at 100, now it's 70.
Yes.
So that's pretty good. Again, the early part of the game is a little bit more pricey, but after that, it just drops precipitously.
Yeah, it's a complete just laning phase nerf.
Right.
So what she used to be able to do with that passive is Q, auto, and then Q again because she gets the restoration. So she had really like massive lane bullying mechanics, and they're trying to cut those out. They wanted to just be, okay, this is your kit. You have to use your W if you want to commit to a long trade to get restoration.
Right.
And it's just is really nerfing her small cooldowns and just oppression, just making her forced to not waste a W and to stay alive.
And it shows here that the rank 5 bonus damage has been removed as well.
Yes.
So the 5-point strike doesn't deal 25% bonus magic damage to minions and monsters.
Yep.
So that affects cleans and like lane
and like
pushing
is gonna be slower.
Okay.
She's just not gonna clean wave as fast. So it's massive.
Okay.
It's a massive laning phase now for sure.
Okay. So Twilight Shroud. The W, Energizer Shroud is a new feature. So Twilight Shroud now increases Akali's maximum energy by 80. Okay. And still restores 80 energy. Okay, so that still stays.
Yep.
Okay, so how's that going to change things?
Yeah, basically, she can't throw out her W willy-nilly. She has to hold it if she wants extended trades. Because she doesn't restore anymore from, ordering after pressing Q. So you have to be conservative with your cooldowns now. Before you just go unga bunga, auto Q, auto W, get more restoration, go in and out, just not get punished. But now, not only are you easier prone to ganks because you're squishier, you can't waste your W because your W is the only way of restoring energy. So
Right.
Yeah.
So then the Shuriken flip. Okay. Total damage. Okay. Total damage is increasing. It actually goes up.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just having a look. It starts at the same. Starts at 100. And then scales higher and higher. It's just better.
Yeah, it's increased by like 90 damage.
Even the 85% AD instead of 70, and then 100% AP to 120% AP. This is great. This is
so
fun.
they just wanted to scale and like not be as dominant early. That's all their focus is this update. This might even be a buff, especially for Akalis that aren't in Hyla, and the games always go longer.
Yeah.
So if you're like below like Master, below Diamond, you're gonna get to those late game situations.
Yeah, every game
Akali,
is like 38 minutes.
Yeah, Akali's gonna be really strong. Like this is a massive buff.
Yeah, so and the damage split between first and second hit, 50% of the total damage, 50% of the total damage. Okay, so that's changed off of each hit. Right. So now it's 30 and 70. Is that gonna? How's that help?
So basically, she can't like poke with the E as well. So before she could poke with it and walk away, but now it's like, oh no, you have to commit to the second hit to get the more damage. Which then again nerfs the laning phase. It's poke,
It rewards using it up.
Yes. Which will happen late game, not in the lane. In the lane, you're just throwing it and not committing because you throw it and then you either dash in But in laning phase, you choose to poke with it and stuff like that. So it's just another laning phase nerf. But for everyone else, 90% of the player base is getting buffed. So this is good.
Yeah, and ult, perfect execution. The first dash damage type is moved from physical damage to magic.
Wow, that's
So
a massive
that
buff.
is brutal.
That is
That
massive.
is brutal.
And this is not even like a tweak or anything. This is a pure buff.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
AD Akali has been stopped being built since the release of the rework.
Yeah.
So everyone's getting buffed here.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a level 6 damage spike for every player. So this is massive.
Yeah.
Because you only build AP exclusively.
Yeah.
And you couldn't scale the first hit. But now, you can scale this first hit, which is a
And
massive
again, it's
buff.
initially, it's actually, it's weaker initially, but only at level 3, it goes up
Yes.
at 360. And then again, same 50% bonus AD, but with a plus 30% AP.
Yeah.
Which wasn't there before.
It's
This is-
weaker
this is
because
very
you
strong.
can actually scale it now. Before you couldn't
and
scale
again, towards the later game of the match, the
doesn't matter.
later phase
Yeah.
of the game, it's way stronger, and that's it. It's like it's
It's
great.
massive buff for Akali.
Yeah, she's buffed. She's good. So Gnar, okay. So the W bonus damage has been decreased. Okay, here it says despite being mini, Gnar has been a mega in pro play. So we're pulling back on his in-lane harass, and as we can see, the W, the transform, hyper, the base damage has been reduced. And what's even funny is that the first level is 0, it's just
Zero.
nothing.
Okay.
So it only rewards later. So let's say the level 5, the last one, is just not there anymore. It just starts at 0.
Yeah, it's
It gets
just,
shifted 1 down.
It's a massive laning phase nerf early
Yeah,
on.
okay, that's pretty interesting.
Because he's the most dominant top laner right now
Oh,
besides
yeah,
Camille. So it makes sense why they did this. So.
Yeah, he's super good with all his range. He's got poke. He's
Yeah.
like he can be good in your face and from a distance.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just you gotta tone down something.
Yeah.
So might as well tone down his transformation because that's
and this is not going to mean anything. I think it's still amazing.
just wait one more level up.
One more level
and you're in.
and
and
you're
you're
good.
in.
That's
And
all.
that's not gonna make or break most of Gnar's kit.
No.
I don't think it's
Not at
gonna.
all.
It's very minimal. But it's okay. It's appreciated, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, Hecarim. Q-based damage decreased later.
Okay.
So Hecarim has been at peak pony in the jungle for a while, especially with tankier builds. By lowering his base damage, we'll have to sacrifice some heft to deal more harm.
Okay.
So what happened is that his Q, his Rampage, has just scaled down later. Yeah, so it starts again with 60, and then just incrementally it's less and less until it reaches 208 instead of 228. So down by
Yes.
20.
So basically, what this change means is that they're discouraging like tanky builds such as Cam Tank
Oh
on
yeah.
Hecarim
Okay.
because right now it's really popular.
Yeah, he's got such mobility, and you slap a chem tank on
Yeah,
him,
and
he's-
you're just in their face, you're slowing him down, you're doing damage, and damage per second,
and the
and
burn
like,
and all that stuff.
yeah,
and
it's just, and his base damage was high as hell, and
yeah.
and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to lower the base damage so he gets punished for not building 80 to scale his damage.
Right,
So
right.
They want to encourage Trinity Force Sunderer. They want to move him out of the Chem Tank build.
Right.
But I don't know if this is quite going to do it, but we'll have to see. I think he's still going to build Chem
Yeah,
Tank.
it's a good starting point. Like test that, give it 2 weeks, see
Yeah.
if that's how that tuning is gonna work. It's nothing drastic to like really enforce it, but it's kind of like suggestively hinting you, hey, go that route instead.
exactly.
So we'll see how that plays
We'll see
out.
how it goes.
Yeah. So with Karthus, we've got the Q-based damage decreased later as well.
Okay.
So Karthus is particularly temperamental to changes in the meta. So he's become a familiar face in the patch notes. This time round, with players refining his optimal builds, he's crept into the spotlight in elite play. So we're bringing down his damage. Do the thinking man's champion.
The
I'm
thinking
telling you,
man's
I
champion.
love Karthus. I can't play him, but he's really good.
Yeah.
So what do they do? These Q again, lay waste, base damage. Okay, it starts the same, and then it just tapers down 10. So it's 115. Yeah, and then again in the brackets, just a difference of 20, which is no
Yeah.
big deal. Again, starts the same. So how do you think that's going to affect his Q?
Well,
His Q is like
This change is like kind of similar to Hecarim. It's just like nerfing is clear and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna affect him as much. It's definitely a big change. Like it's pretty big because he's constantly queuing, so that it all adds up the damage.
yeah,
I think this change is worse than the Hecarim change.
right,
I think there's definitely a big deal.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, he's still gonna get that extra value from his
Do you
passive.
think
and all.
it's going to affect his initial clear because the damage is the same? So whatever time it took for the initial clear should stay the same, and later on
Yeah.
he gets stronger anyways, and his clears become more efficient.
It's not insane, so
Yeah.
I think you're gonna be fine, especially in the early game, full clear and stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think it's just gonna affect later on when
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
trying to kill people. So
Yeah, in team fights and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, especially when he goes into that dead mode and he's just just queuing people. Yeah, so we'll see how that plays out because he's pretty dominant as he is right
Yes.
now. You've been using him a bit.
Yeah, I've been using him a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, so-
like really high win rate. This is like
Yeah,
constantly winning, like 80% win rate. It's
yeah,
disgusting.
He's really good. So-
Really good in your head. It's so hard to fight against when he's
Oh
ahead.
yeah.
He can just ult, and then you lose a team fight because you're
Yeah.
all low health. So
Yeah.
it's very interesting.
Especially it's a good setup. It can like either finish off or set everyone up.
Set everyone
It
up,
depends
yeah.
on the situation, but
100%.
it's
Yeah.
really good. So we'll see how that's gonna play out. Well, I'm interested. So LeBlanc W cost decreased later.
Okay.
LeBlanc has been feeling chained down and could use some help finding success or opening up more opportunities for her to dash in and out of a kerfuffle. So W, a distortion, okay, starts at 60 again and then goes down to 100 mana, so it's a little bit more, spammy. Not spammy, but you can drop a couple more here and there.
100%.
So yeah, how do you think that's going to affect late game, mid-late game?
Yeah, so basically, like LeBlanc's been popular at high healers because she's very good at like shutting people down and like bursting
yeah.
someone. She's reliable when it comes to killing one person and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And one of her biggest problems is like mana expenditure. Like she
Yeah,
always runs out
mana
of
management. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's big mana problems, and this happened with a lot of assassins in season 11 because a lot of the mana items got moved out, and this is just going to basically help her out to spam more abilities late. And you know, if you play LeBlanc, you'll notice you run out of mana a lot. So this means a lot to her. But as far as laning phase, as far as I'm concerned, she's probably running Corrupting Pot and staying alive, and she'll have plenty of mana in laning phase still, even though they didn't reduce the rank 1 mana cost.
Yeah.
This is a big deal for the mid and late game, so
Yeah.
I like this. This is fine. I don't think it's gonna make it broken.
No, I don't think so.
She's only playable at the really high healers,
Yeah.
like Challenger and stuff.
It's like maybe she gets a couple more,
Yeah.
a couple more shots out of her pool. She still has to manage whatever she has
yeah,
anyway.
but like,
so.
why play LeBlanc when you can play Fizz? So I don't know what to say.
Lillia, her R cooldown increased. So ult
finally.
is okay.
Took him a
Since
couple
she's
months.
entered the ring, Lillia has been managed to prance her way out of any nerfs while still remaining a staple in professional play. Hell yeah. So with many of her competitors failing out of favor, it's time for her to get Eeped? Is that what it is? Okay, her ultimate has AoE fight changing capabilities, so we're bumping it up its cooldown to reflect its potency. Cool. So let's see how much that is. Okay.
Okay.
What? Lily Ting? Lullaby? Okay, it starts at 20 seconds increase. Yeah, it's just a 20-second bump
Flat
across
20.
the board. Yeah,
Okay.
okay, that's fine.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's good because that bloody ult is no joke.
It's too efficient.
No joke.
Like you can sleep 5 players and just win a fight. It's
Like,
too
straight
good.
up,
It's
straight
too
up.
good. And then she procs the bonus damage because when they slept and she uses an ability, she gets the bonus damage.
Yeah.
So if she
No
sleeps
bueno.
5 people and just swipes them, they all just die.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It's too good of an ability, and I think it's broken. So this is good.
Yeah, it needs to be like, domesticated. It's a bit
Yes.
too wild right now.
And
so,
the problem with Lillia, like her biggest strength is like duo Q and like pro play. So in solo queue, it's okay. She's not that dominant when it comes to jungle and all that. She can kite out most junglers, but
yeah.
at the end of the day, if your team doesn't follow you up, it's kind of useless.
Yeah, it needs synergy. It's
Yes.
like, if you have like a team with proper synergy,
If you're a good team,
it's just too strong.
If you have a good team,
amazing.
it's too good.
Yeah,
It's too good.
for
That's
sure.
why they mention, as I said,
the
it's pro play. So
So I think that is, more geared to like high elo and pro play.
exactly.
Everybody else is still going to be freaking out.
They're still
Like,
gonna be playing
20
Udyr.
seconds is going to be
Listen, Lillia still playing Udyr and Hecarim.
Oh,
You're
it
chilling.
works.
It works.
It works.
It's good.
So yeah.
So
So this is good. I'm happy with this. It's fine.
I
It's fine.
understand this.
Okay, Pyke. He was in the previous one, so
He
he's
was.
back to back. E cooldown now decreases. Oh, damn. Okay, so they made it better. Okay, Pyke has been in the deep, and ever since we submerged mid-Pyke in... Okay, yeah, 11.5 last time. Now that there isn't a huge skew towards mid over support, it's finally time to help him resurface by giving him a rank up that has some oomph. Okay, so his E, Phantom Undertow.
Wow.
The cooldown from 15 flat, it decreases by 1 second every level.
That's a big deal. That's
That's
amazing.
not bad. The longer the game goes, the
Wow.
better it gets.
That's
pretty
incredible
sweet.
because like that's one of his like really good engages for support because he does like to E in and flash in and stuff like that. So more flash engages, more all-ins in the bot lane. He is geared for support, so they're trying to buff his all-ins.
Yeah.
So more stuns, so it's more effective.
Yeah,
in
kind
bot
of
lane.
reward the position shift that we talked about last time. It's like
This is crazy. Like he's gonna have really low cooldowns late game. It's gonna be nuts.
that like the longer the game gets, you're gonna be seeing Pyke be more and more impactful. I'd say, like it's gonna be insane. But it's good.
It's a good change.
It's good for Pyke mains. They're gonna be popping off.
They're
on
gonna
this.
be popping off. It's gonna definitely increase win rate now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, Renekton time. Okay, his R bonus health decreased later.
Okay.
So he's a strong pick for late game survivability in skirmishes and team fights. This croc has been up and down the block in pro play. So we're cutting down his late game tankiness so these enemies have a fighting chance to find his Achilles scale. Lol. Okay, so his R, Dominus. Bonus health starts the same, but then eventually scales down 200 difference. We're talking about like from 750 to 550. How do you think that's going to affect his builds and whatnot?
Basically, his level 6 damage spike is going to remain the same. So laning phase wise, if you win at 6, you're going to keep winning at 6. But this does nerf builds that go Prowler's Claw and like less, more squishy builds. So they were relying more on the bonus health of the ult to survive rather than their item build. So you're forced to build more health and to play more traditional Renekton. But at the end of the day, your level 6 and laning phase, what you cherish the most is going to remain the same. So the overall strength of Renekton, which is laning phase, is going to remain the same. So this is cool. Yeah, it's more of like a balance fix because he is too good when it comes
once
to
he has
fights.
full kit.
Oh yeah.
And it's all damage.
Yes, it's tough.
Brutal. So yeah, I think this is cool. Probably Renekton mains aren't going to be that happy about it.
Oh yeah, they're not going to be happy about it, but
yeah.
You're still gonna rock laning phase, and if you do good in laning phase, you're gonna be fed.
Yeah, you're fed, and once you're fed, you're like 2 items ahead, and then whatever, then GG's. Yeah, so that's it. Sweet. Sylas. Okay, I heard some howlings from the other room when you read the Sylas stuff. I don't know yet. You're gonna tell me. So passive unshackled bonus attack speed increased, W cooldown cost, and heal ratio decreased. Okay, as we saw the PvEs like last week, and it looked insane. And from what you told me, it's insaner.
They gave him more buffs than they intended.
So yes, Sylas has been feeling underwhelming and boxed in, and is at a point where we feel comfortable breaking him out, giving him more opportunities to slip, slap, and slash, without breaking the healing bank. So let's find out what's up. So he's passive, okay? Petrocite Burst. Unshackled bonus attack speed from 80% to 125%.
Jesus.
That's more than
That's
more than full. That's extra 25%. Okay, and the W Kingslayer cooldown reductions that go at the beginning. So at the end, sorry. So it starts at 13, same. The 0.25 difference negligible. But then after that, it goes all the way down to 6 seconds, 1 second difference. The cost, immediate slash in cost, starts at 60 from 70. And then again, I think it's 10 flat. So it's 10 flat across the board. And the heal ratio from 50% AP to 45% AP.
Because he can spam it more now.
Right.
Wow.
So how do you think it's going to affect him?
Basically,
I think we're going to see a lot more Sylas.
Basically, Sylas is allowed to do more little bursty, short-term trades quicker and more often because his W is going to be down. It's going to be up more often.
Right.
And he's going to be able to do the aura resets in between his abilities quicker. So you can be in and out much faster. And this is a really big buff to his late game. Like an extra second, like a faster W means a lot to Sylas mains. Because that's a massive heal, especially when you're getting low health. So this is a really big buff. And when you combo and use Zhonya's, most of the time you're gonna have your W back up. So there's a big buff for your late game and stuff. So I'm not sure. This is a crazy buff, came out of nowhere. Yeah. But yeah, Sylas is gonna be destroying Halo.
He's gonna be interesting to see. You're gonna see a lot more Sylas.
I can't wait to see like the Chinese Sylas players. I want to see what type
I
want to see what type of LP they get in Challenger and stuff. So I'm really keen. I wonder if they're gonna go Everfrost or like any other item. So we'll see.
Okay. But yeah, I'm kind of worried. I don't like versing Sylas, but it wasn't that stressful.
Yeah.
But now I'm stressed.
Now he's stressful.
Now he's stressful.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see. Okay, Urgot.
Oh, the god.
W on hit damage effectiveness decreased. Okay. I get PTSD when I see Urgot.
I hate that
Every
guy.
time I see him in the top lane, God, Ripperino. I just want him to do something, but I don't know what this is gonna be, but let's find out. So the changes in Urgot in patch 11.4 was meant to make the squishier Kraken Slayer off builds more viable, but he's veered off course, scuttling over to Rush Titanic Hydra instead. We're reverting his on-hit modification to steer him away from the off build altogether and help him hone back to his primary build. Okay, so let's see specifically what they did. So, okay, his W Purge. On-hit damage effectiveness has gone from 75% to 50%.
Okay.
How meaningful is this?
Yeah, so this isn't going to affect his laning phase at all, because he needs to have on-hit properties to even feel this nerf. But this will nerf his Titanic build. So when he builds Titanic, it's not going to be as powerful, the on-hit effect of the splash damage. But it won't affect Urgot's laning phase, so it's still going to be a strong pick overall. Nothing will get changed. He's still going to be annoying as hell in the laning phase.
Yeah, he's just... He's a nightmare, but you know, look, I think Urgot mains aren't gonna feel that particularly affected. Of course, they're gonna be like a bit salty that they're gonna lose that nice Hydra build.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna make it weaker, but I don't know if it's gonna kill it. I think that like proccing constant Titanic Hydra, I think it's unbalanced.
Just that splash is.
I think it's really good. I don't know. It's hard to like make it bad.
Yeah.
We'll see the numbers, but
and again, with the Renekton, like if you win your laning phase, you bought everything in your head.
There's no nerf to your laning phase here, like at all.
There's no and that's where the especially for top lane, that's where the rubber meets the road. Like when 100%. You actually when you win your lane, you can roam, knowing that your other top laner, the opponent's top laner is behind on items. So yeah, this is just it's gonna be. Moderately, I think you're going to be noticing this, but not anything huge.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Nothing huge.
And this is only going to affect the on-hit builds. Originally, Urgot didn't build on-hit.
Yeah.
So this is just a new little nerf.
Yeah.
For later on in the game, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. We'll see how this plays out. But I'm feeling I'm still going to see Urgot everywhere. So it's not going to affect anything. So yeah. Okay, with Volibear, we've got a few things here. So W healing from a monster is no longer halved.
Damn.
So it's back to business again.
Back to business.
Okay, E capped damage now flat.
Interesting.
So there's been reports of bears, horses, and deer running amok in the jungle, but after thorough investigation, Volibear has been deemed innocent of all jungle cap wrongdoing. If anything, he's been the victim. We're waking him out of his jungle hibernation to enjoy the new season. Oh my god, I think Volibear is killing it right now, but I guess not. So that's what
not in the jungle at least.
Not in the jungle, I guess. So the W, the Frenzied Maul, they removed the wounded healing. So it's no longer half, still reduced against minions though. So this is more of a jungle focused modification, which is fine. And the E, the Sky Splitter, damage, cap damage. So instead of 150, 300, 450, 600, 750, it's just flat 750.
Okay, so this is a big deal. So
that's huge.
Basically, what cap damage means is like the scaling that he gets from AP and max health. So not base damage. Like he's not gonna deal 750 damage at level 1. Okay.
Please.
But yeah, so if you get ahead early, you're gonna keep scaling. Doesn't stop. Doesn't cap you.
Yeah.
So if you get really fed, like from an invade, you're gonna just hit crazy. So this is a big deal. You're gonna snowball harder.
You're gonna expect some Volibear top lane ganks, tower dive, shutting it down, and just I can visualize it, and it's not happy. Yeah. So I think Volibear main's gonna be pogging. It's gonna be really good, especially if
it's a big deal.
They're running the jungle version. Yeah. So I think it's a good buff.
Yeah, because when a Volibear came out and his W gave him full health, like he does now again, he was really healthy in the jungle. His clears were amazing. And this is just bringing it back. So, because before they halved it, because he was dominant as hell in the jungle. Yeah. And they nerfed his base damage a bunch and all that. So, with those nerfs and his heal back, I think it will be balanced. I think it'll be decent. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be broken, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, I think so as well. But it's going to be really, it's like they revitalized him, I think.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, this is great for Volibear.
This is good for Volibear.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Xin Zhao.
I'm hype.
Hype because we read the PBEs and we're like, this guy's gonna get a mini rework or something.
Dude, I read the PBE. I'm like, there's no way this is getting the real game. And
and not only did it get in there, it's even spicier.
It's spicier. I like this a lot.
So there's a big, little mini essay here about this. Yes. Can you give me like the quick version of this?
Basically, they're nerfing a lot of the numbers, so like heals, AD, damage, and all that down, but they added a lot of scaling, so they're gonna be. It's just a balance because they're doing a rework.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not actually getting nerfed. They're shifting his strength through scaling and stuff.
Okay,
like AP ratios, crit ratios, and stuff like that.
So let's see specifics now. So his passive determination, the heal has gone down. So from 10 to 112, it's 7 to 92, and there's a bug fix where Xin Zhao now correctly consumes his passive, stacks after basic attacking an enemy shortly after casting W.
Okay.
So I didn't even know that was a thing. So, okay, so let's look for Q. 3 talent strike, bonus base damage.
Okay.
Reduced initially, returns back to final level is the same.
Okay.
That's fine. Again, W. Okay, this is pretty big. We've got a lot of stuff about this W. There's a lot of things about this. The W.
Try this out, man.
So his cooldown initially starts the same, and again reduced over time, so it's quicker. The mana cost is a little bit more expensive, but for the extra things that it gets, I think it might be worth.
Might be worth.
So reduced damage against minions. So from 50%. Flat is now 50% to 0%.
So there will be no reduction when you're level 8, level 16.
So it's good for early, but then it tapers off.
You're gonna get better.
Yeah, exactly. So the slash cast time. So okay. So it used to be a little bit faster over time. So from half a second to 0.4.
Yeah.
So based on attack speed, now it's just flat half a second.
That's flat. Okay.
Now it's got a new element, thrust damage modifier. Thrust damage now increases up to 33% based on critical strike chance. Okay.
There you go.
So how's that? Like, how did they build? How's that gonna? Is that gonna?
Basically, it's gonna switch his itemization to more crit based stuff. So like collector, should be very nice.
Oh yeah, collector, and collector's been very popular lately.
Collector's been very nice, and it's good for junglers, and so that's gonna be very nice. I want to see how that goes. There might be some Navori builds that might come out. Because Navori, he'll get his abilities back and keep jumping.
The CDR on that,
so
and plus
there could
crit.
be potential there. We'll have to see though.
Yeah, and very nice. Thrust range increased, and that thing was huge.
That was huge.
Now it's a little bit more. It's a little tip, an extra tip. Yeah. Right, so from 900 went to 1,000.
Big deal.
And the thrust missile speed has gone higher. So from 5,000 to 6,250.
Can't dodge that.
Yeah, that's pretty
tough.
quick. So, okay, a new challenger approach is a new feature.
Okay.
Thrust now challenges enemy champions and monsters and reveals them for 3 seconds. That's huge.
Whoa.
Vision is power.
That's insane.
Vision is power.
That's really good.
So that means your jungle clears are better.
Oh yeah, you can thrust through the wall, reveal the monster and jump to it.
Yeah, and also if there's someone took your camp, you can find out and not have to actually make the trip and just move. And that's saves efficiency, time.
Yes.
You know, your pathing gets more accurate. You know, everything is. You know, vision is like, you know, we pay money to get vision, right? So you get a little bit extra vision. That's huge, huge if you're in the jungle. Because you're always in darkness most of the time. So getting that little extra, even like pursuits in through bushes.
Oh yeah.
You can actually like
don't need the wards.
Get them up.
Just stab them.
Just stab them, exactly.
Yeah.
And that extra range can like be a gap close in and of itself.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Massive.
Updated VFX, okay? Ooh. Hitbox now extends slightly behind Xin Zhao for visual clarity.
Okay.
Cool. I don't know exactly what that means.
Basically, like you can't.
The wall. These are paper walls. Yes, but
basically he like thrusts. He goes. He launches back and stabs.
Yeah.
So they made the hitbox look more proper.
Like okay. I think if I see it, I'll get it. I think it's just more. Yeah, it's obvious. It's like, I think like the Xin Zhao like heads are gonna be like, just give me that's thanks. That's cool. Xin Zhao's popping off. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of him. I think it's going to become a more viable pick.
I think Xin Zhao might be like a popular Halo pick. I think it's going to be back. I think Xin Zhao's back.
Yeah, I think
I think, dude, this is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, being able to challenge opponents over the wall and jump over is insane. Your enemy jungle can flash away, especially during your early game skirmishes where you're really strong. If they flash the wall and you stab them, you can jump over the wall because you can see them.
That's insane.
Because you mark them, you get that extra E range, as they say here.
Yeah. That extra range, yeah. So that's gonna be wicked. That's
amazing.
So yeah, Xin Zhao mains start popping off, dude. Oh, there's an extra bit.
Yeah, the E. You didn't do it.
Oh, but wait, there's more. His E.
There's more. Yes.
Audacious charge.
Oh yeah.
Okay. New element added to it. Not much of a challenge, okay? Nothing personal, kid. Damn. Audacious charges cast range increases to 1,100 on challenged enemies.
My God. The stab is 1,000 range, and your
So
jump
you
is
get a little-
1,100.
Oh.
So if these speed boosts, you're still in range.
Whoa.
After stabbing him.
That is bananas. Now that makes sense what you said earlier, because
Yeah.
I didn't scroll it up.
Yeah, so basically you can stab someone, and if they flash the wall, you jump to them.
Oh my god.
Your flash is only like 300 range.
That's bananas.
You're
That's
stuck.
bananas. And there's more under here?
Yo,
So AP adjustments, okay?
I'm hype. I love APs in Zhao. Bring it
Yeah,
back.
yeah. So
Yes.
let's go straight to the specifics as to
Okay.
what they're doing. So his passive determination, heal AP ratio from 40% to 55% AP. Beautiful.
That's
just
why they
like-
dropped the heal base, the base heal.
Mm.
So they're increasing scalings and stuff. So this is very interesting.
Yeah, and his W, wind becomes lightning, new element, thrust damage ratio, 50% AP on top of that. Just slap that on top.
Wow.
So that rewards those builds big time. And of course, his Arc, Crescent Guard.
Okay.
New element again, damage ratio from 100% AD to 100% AD and 110% AP on top of
That's
that.
a good scaling.
And try and build against that.
yeah.
Eat shit. you have to be
Imagine some
running
hybrid
Dead Man's and like you gotta be running what was it, Spirit
Spirit
Visage on
Visage,
top
yeah.
of that. You just gotta be wearing 2 jackets till you're freaking
Yeah.
the hell out. It's like, god damn it.
So this is interesting. So I was thinking maybe Nash's Tooth is gonna be good because it gives him attack speed.
Yeah.
It gives him AP, and it gives him AP on his auto attacks.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So this might actually be a new build, and I'm gonna try it as soon as it comes out here
Yeah,
in
yeah.
SCE. But I'm really hyped.
Yeah,
So-
you're gonna be rumbling with Xin Zhao like ASAP.
Oh
I
yeah,
imagine.
as soon as
Yeah.
possible, just to see how good it is, because I need to expand my pool as much as possible.
Right.
But yeah, Nash's Tooth, Xin Zhao is looking dummy thick right now.
Yeah,
so
he's dummy thick
Yeah.
right now, big
I
time.
can't wait to play
Wow.
Chinese
So,
Nidali. I can't wait.
hell yeah.
That's Pog.
Hell yeah.
That's Pog.
Chinese Nidali #1, dude.
That's
Let's
right.
go. Xin Zhao.
That's right, baby.
So yeah, man, that's it for the characters, the champions. There you go.
yes.
Okay, time for items. Okay,
Ooh.
so now this is the first chapter, healing items. They said the
Okay.
amount of systemic healing or healing from runes and items is still trending high.
Yes.
So we're shifting some of the power from the burst healing into other areas.
Okay.
Let's have a look. So Immortal Shieldbow, lifesteal from 12% to 10%.
Okay.
Okay, they removed the lifeline lifesteal.
Ooh, wow.
So the Immortal Shieldbow no longer grants 15% lifesteal
Wow,
for
I
8
love
seconds,
using that.
which is really nice. That was kind of the key things I liked about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But
That was
they-
pretty broken. Though. 8 seconds.
it's
My
not
God.
broken if you're using it. It's
That's true. I was enjoying it on Graves.
Yeah, you're popping off.
Healing
with
1,000 health in one order. It's like, okay. Nice.
Yeah, it is what it is. But they added the new lifeline, so Immortal Shieldbow now grants 13 to 35 AD when triggered, which is
Wow,
pretty
that's
nice
massive.
as well.
That's insane.
So yeah, and the shield of the Shieldbow actually went up. So from
Went up.
300 to 800, that's pretty sweet. 100,
Okay.
100 extra by the end of it, pretty not bad. Then Blade of the Ruined King, the good old Bork.
Ooh, bo-
Lifesteal, gone down again
Okay.
from 12% to 10, and the siphon damage starts the same, but ends at a high level, sorry, at
Yeah.
150, which
Okay.
is not bad. That's not bad. Bork still
Okay.
really good.
Still good.
Everybody gets good things out of it.
Yeah, 100%.
No one's affected. Sterak's Gage, okay, updated Bloodlust. After dealing damage or taking damage from an enemy champion, the first stack heals you for 2% for melee, 1.2% for ranged of maximum health, decreasing by 50% per stack afterwards over 6 seconds.
Okay.
That's for the long engages. So
Yeah.
how's that going to play out? Do you think people are going to be affecting their choice of Steraks? Or is it going to just... It's just a
Right now,
smart-
there's not really a better option for characters that like to build Steraks. It's just like a little like fix. I think it was mistaken. It was giving like a full heal every time. So,
Okay, fair enough.
but yeah, this is like more of a nerf. But you know, people that build Steraks are kind of stuck because more Marmordia sucks. Even
Yeah.
after the gold,
The
Gold buff?
drop in price, yeah, we didn't see that. You
It's
couldn't
not-
justify the purchase yet. I think that.
And I
yeah.
tried it and it felt terrible. It's not good. You don't get that Omni ramp like you used to.
Yeah, it feels like we were last patch note video. We're kind of gassing it up. We're like, oh,
Yeah,
this could be
I
really
kind of
good.
did gas it up because it was cheap as hell. It's like it's
3,000,
like cheap.
I think,
It's
yeah.
like it's seriously cheap. It's like, but it was just not good enough.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
not good enough item. And I looked at some videos and I heard LS talking about it. He said it's garbage, and I
Oh,
agree.
really? Oh, okay.
I agree, it's garbage. It's trash.
Yeah,
And you can really feel it when you buy it. So
Yeah, but Sterak, I think it's still gonna be a
Sterak's
choice.
still the choice, yeah.
But you know, it's just I guess it's not as juicy of a deal as it used to be. But
Yeah, and especially that there's so much true damage in the game. Getting the health shield's better than an AP shield.
Yeah,
It's just not gonna do anything. So Sterak is just so consistent. It's good at AP, AD, and true damage. So it's always good.
Yeah.
So that's why Sterak is just so good right now, consistent.
Okay, moving on to a new category. We're going to Liandry's Anguish.
Okay, what are we doing?
So we're aiming to open up more potential AP mythics by making Liandry and Ludens more usable across mages.
Okay.
These changes should entice burst mages to pick it up when facing tanky team comps. So they removed Torment Magic Penetration. So it no longer grants 5% Magic Pen per second against burning targets, but added Torment bonus damage, which is Liandry's now grants up to 12% bonus magic damage to champions based on their bonus health at a maximum of 1,250 bonus health.
Okay.
So how the build's gonna be affected?
Basically, characters were kind of stuck. So here it says they're trying to make it so burst mages can flex build Liandry's when they need it. So basically, there's been kind of like an item monopoly in Season 11 where like, if you're a burst mage, you build Ludens. And that's all you can do, right? But they're like, no. We're going to make it like old Liandry's where you get a lot of value against tanks, which is the percentage health, bonus damage against tanks. So they're bringing that back, and basically Fizz can maybe flex pick Liandry's when he needs it against a lot of tanks.
Okay.
This is a very good change. It's good for the item, and it incentivizes people to get Ludens when they want magic penetration now. Because now the Liandry's doesn't have magic penetration anymore. It just has percentage health damage, which is consistently better in most games.
I guess so. Yeah.
So even if they're not building MI against you, you can punish them for
not doing that. Yeah, exactly.
Because it's just health scaling the damage. So Liandry's gonna be consistently better in most games now. It's gonna be consistently better. That's what I think.
I think we're gonna be seeing more picks of this build of using that.
Yes.
Mythic.
And we're gonna see more burst mages building it specifically. As they said in the notes here.
Yeah, I think that they're spot on that.
They are spot on that, for sure.
So that's gonna be good.
I'm hyped.
Okay, time for Luden's Tempest. Okay, big hype. So like Liandry's above, we're adding another AP mythic to the mix.
Okay.
This should be a better option for mages who deal damage over time. So what they did is they added a new feature, Echo Cooldown, which the dealing ability damage to an enemy champion also reduces Echo's cooldown by 0.5 seconds, up to 3 seconds per ability, which is pretty bananas.
That is incredible.
So how's that going to affect people who build Ludens?
Basically, some characters that build Ludens might get buffed. So let's say Talia, because she can proc multiple instances of her ability, especially the Q. Every time she presses it, you're shooting like a volley of rocks, so you can get multiple stacks.
Yeah.
So that's a good character that will get buffed. And I don't know, she might shy away from Everfrost after these buffs. We'll have to see how Ludens plays out. I'm not sure how big the cooldown is of Echo to begin with, to know when it will reset after how many abilities, but I know Talia is going to be buffed with this change, and also Cassiopeia might be open up to this idea. And I've said this before, Luden's Echo is sleeper OP on Cassiopeia.
One of our older videos you brought it up like a couple months ago. I think you were like saying,
it was a very long time ago.
Conqueror, Luden's Echo, sleeper OP build.
Yes, because Conqueror, provides you the extra damage, and Luden's gave you that movement speed every time you echoed. So it was nice balance, but it wasn't good in every matchup, especially Olaf, because he can constantly slow you, and you're better off running Phase Rush at that point, just to get the slow resistance from the Keystone. But Luden's is gonna be open up to Rise, because you can Q 3 times, just Q, E, Q, W, Q. So you can get lots of value out of the Echo cooldown reduction per ability. So it's very efficient, so characters like that, it's gonna be very cool. And also Malzahar's Space Aids tick. The Space Aids. The damage tick. The damage tick is gonna be very good.
That's gonna be wicked as well.
That's gonna be interesting. I actually want to see how that plays out.
Are you willing to try Rise with that, just to mess with it?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull out the Rise. I am the best Rise, CE.
CE. There's a rumor going around. Best Rise OCE.
Yeah, ask anyone on Twitch chat. I'll tell
you. That's right. So you give it a spin. I think that would, with all those cooldown reductions, like how fast would the Q get at that point? It's just gonna be.
I'm actually really interested to see.
Just bang, bang, bang.
And it might even be better on Cassiopeia because her E is on a flat 1 second cooldown. There's no there's no in between.
Yeah, it doesn't go
You're
down.
just constantly doing twin fangs and just you can bump that cooldown down.
Yeah, get mad CDR on that.
Yeah, so I'm actually interested to see how this goes, and I think it's a big deal for Luden's Tempest users.
Yeah.
So,
and I think it's going to create new users of Luden's.
Yes,
like people that didn't
100%.
consider could add it to their kit now.
Because it's very underwhelming compared to Liandry's and Everfrost.
Yeah.
Like I've only seen like maybe Twisted Fate use it here and there, and a couple characters Fizz, but Fizz will buy it even third item. He'll go Zhonya's, Magi's, and then get Luden's. Like it hasn't been that much of a priority for most players, most characters as well. So I wanted to see it get an edge because I really enjoy movement speed, and especially in mid laner.
Big time,
I like having control. I like being able to kite out these assassins and stuff. So I'm really excited to see what happens.
Okay, Rabadon's Deathcap. Okay. So, looking to make Rabadon's a more snug and budget-friendly fit as a third purchase.
Wow.
Yeah, because that thing is something like a Louis Vuitton hat, dude. That's so expensive.
Yeah.
3.8k gold down to 3.6. So $200.
Yeah.
At that point in the game is really good.
It's a big deal.
It's a good discount.
Yeah,
because
you're just holding like all full items and like it's just like there's not much components to buy. Basically, you buy 2 rods, which is $12.50, and then you're holding hundreds of gold.
Yeah.
You're hoarding. So you're being inefficient waiting for the full item finish.
Yeah.
So this is a massive deal, specifically for Rabadon's Deathcap. Because you're holding a lot of money, and you want to get it done as soon as possible.
And the more gold you're holding, the more of a liability.
Yeah,
it
the
is
more
anyway.
inefficient you are.
Yeah.
The more you're not catching up with the other players.
So your spike comes way later when you just want to like get it.
You'll have like thousands of gold, like over 1,000 gold, not being used.
Yeah.
So this is a big
So anything
deal.
that can bring you back quicker is good. And even like it's not look, it's a good discount. 200 what was it? Yeah, 200.
Big deal.
It matters. It matters over
100%.
time. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty sweet. We're gonna be seeing it come earlier in game, I imagine.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got the Seeker's Armguard.
Nerf it, please.
So Seeker's Armguard and Verdant Barrier have been doing their job a bit too well, keeping AP scaling champs too safe as the laning phase progresses, which masks their intended weaknesses and contributes to a particularly dull meta. We're adjusting the strength of these mid-tier items while retaining the power level of the legendary items they build into Zhonya's Hourglass and Banshee's Veil.
Okay.
So the bonus armor per kill has gone from 1 to half.
Yeah, so it's back to what it used to be.
Yeah, okay,
so
okay. And the max armor is gone from 30 to 15.
Yeah. Basically, it's just like revert. I don't know why they even buffed it to double value, but they did for some reason. So this is we've been waiting way too long, and Shinchin's probably dancing in this room.
Yeah. Probably,
dancing.
You know, they took his gold drinker, but at least they took that away, and it's like, that's right.
Because man, like mid lanes were getting like 45, like 50 armor because of their 30 plus the Zhonya's finish.
Yeah, exactly. That's
They'd
right.
get a lot of armor and it'd just be unkillable, and it was too efficient. 1 minion, 1 armor every time. So it's like this is just back to what it used to be. So it's a good change.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's like they just tested something and it's like, nah, go back.
Too good. Yeah.
And that's all it is. It's like it's been back to something that we know. It's not anything new.
Nothing new.
Yeah. So that's good. It's appreciated, I'll say. Okay, Verdant Barrier time.
Okay.
So Seek up to Seekers. Like the above, we're nudging down Verdant's power while keeping its final item strength. Magic resist per kill from half to 0.3. Max magic resist from 15 to 9. And ability power 25 to 20. Okay. So what do you think? I think it's a necessary drop down.
Yeah, it was a very efficient item, and magic resist is harder to come by in League of Legends, especially because it's like 10 dozens of more armor items in the game.
Yeah, for sure.
And punishing AP damage is more punishing in this game because mages throw out their abilities and that's it.
Yeah.
But AD dealers throw out their abilities and their auto attacks.
Yes.
So punishing a magic damage dealer is it's more of a big deal. So being able to get magic resist is just valuable. So decreasing the amount of magic resist you get from this item makes sense, and it's still going to be an amazing item. Like this, an item like this never existed
especially
before.
when you build it up.
Oh yeah.
And then
and you're good, and it's super efficient still, and we never had an alternative to Armguard before, so this is the first time we've ever had like a magic resist per stack thing in the game. So it's very exciting. It's very useful and helpful for mid laners.
For sure.
So I'm hyped. I'm still good. I'm still hyped about Verdant Barrier. I'm still gonna buy it, and it's a good change. So I understand.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, Shurelya's Battlesong.
Okay.
By the numbers, Moonstone Renewer has been the dominating choice amongst enchanters. So we're buffing Battlesong to be an even catchier tune than it already was. So the Inspire cooldown from 90 seconds gone to 75.
Wow.
That's pretty good. That's
deal.
pretty good over
That's
time.
a lower cooldown than Gale Force. So it's
That's true.
Yeah, Gale Force 90. So
That's right. That's right.
instead of 90 to 75, it's gonna be up more often. So this is very cool, very useful item. But it's been outshadowed by most items. So as it says here, Moonstone. So
yeah.
it's opening up the option of it being built, so you can use it more often. So I don't know if this is going to bring it into the meta. We'll have to see. Probably specific characters are going to like this, but
yeah.
we'll have to see. So this is a good
But
change.
I think whoever already does use it is just going to enjoy it way more. It's
Yes,
going to be
100%.
available. You go into your engage, you go out, you
Yep.
maybe recall, buy something, come back, and by the time you're back in it, it's up.
It's up.
It's up,
Yeah,
and
it's
you're
very
ready
good.
for the next engage.
Yep.
So that's going to be a good pick.
It's a big deal.
Oh no, the Stridebreaker, dude! I was popping off last week, and now the Stridebreaker. It's time for it to take a break. Got shot. So what did they do? They just reduced the health from 300 to 200.
Okay, it's not too crazy.
It has all the cool things it had last time, minus the health.
I'm
so
happy with that.
I'm still using it.
Yes.
I don't think it's gonna affect anything.
Yeah, I'm still using it.
It's just that you gotta go Deadman's. You gotta go Sterak. You gotta go like whatever
you
you're
can't
building.
skip out.
Yeah.
Yes. You have to
Sterak
get
is
Sterak
necessary.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it, right? It's just
Yeah,
I think it's still good.
Yeah. I think it's good. It's just like a lot of meta characters right now, like Gnar and Nocturne and stuff. So they're like to use Stridebreaker.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of a jab at all of those characters at the same time.
Yeah.
So kind of nerfing their item of choice. By by wanting to nerf them, it just nerfs the item of choice. So it's not too crazy. My favorite thing about Stridebreaker is the active, and that's still untouched.
And that's still there. Yeah.
So
and
I'm
that's
happy.
the key component of it. So yeah, that's fine. But I would have liked if I had 300, but
Yeah, it
I'll
is
take
what it is.
200 for everything else. Okay, the Ironspike Whip, the previous item before you build Stridebreaker.
Okay.
It says strangely Stridebreaker has a longer cooldown than Ironspike, so we're rectifying that. We're also bringing down the cost to account for its power loss. So okay, the total cost from 1,200 to 1,100, which is nice.
Okay.
And the cooldown is gone from 15 seconds to 20 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
I can understand why this happens because
Yeah.
a couple patches ago they nerfed the Ironspike Whip damage because junglers were using it to clear their jungle
Yeah,
quicker.
good clear item. Yeah.
Such as Olaf would like to build Gore Drinker, so he would get Ironspike Whip Rush to help him farm. But then they nerfed the damage and he wasn't that good. So
Yeah.
to rectify, they're trying to just make it cheaper, so you can back quicker, and then your overall clear time increases.
Yeah.
But the cooldown is reduced, so you're getting a bit of a nerf in fights and stuff. So you're not gonna use your whip as much. So it's a good change, and I like it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So the Sunfire Aegis.
Okay.
Now that players are starting to realize other tank mythics are reasonable options, we feel comfortable giving back some of the Sunfire's oomph, considering that it has been the worst performing item amongst its peers for a while.
100%.
So its ability haste from 15 to 20, which is great.
Okay.
So immolate subsequent damage is from 10% per second up to 60%. It's gone from 12 up to 72%.
That's a big deal.
That's really nice.
That's
That's
chunky.
really nice, actually.
Wow.
So, yeah, man, Sunfire, Sunfire Cape back in the day, whatever it was called.
Yeah, Sunfire Cape. back in
Remember
the
that
day,
one?
the good
Yeah.
old days.
So like that was popping, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like now you just don't see its use as much.
Especially after they got nerfed when Amumu was using it, Yudia was using it and
Oh,
stuff. But I can understand why they're doing this, is because camp tanks are performing everything.
Hell yeah.
But
Hell
I think what they need to do is nerf camp tank and then people buy Aegis.
yeah, but they didn't do that.
They didn't do that.
So we're
I
gonna
don't
buff
know.
the Sunfire. There, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. It's not gonna really do much.
Yeah.
Characters that use it will enjoy it,
Yeah.
but most characters I've swapped to camp tank.
Yeah, I was gonna say no
Or
one's gonna
Frozen
make the
Gauntlet.
change back. No one's
Yeah.
gonna change back with this. But whoever
Yeah.
does build it in their core kit is just gonna have a better time
Yeah, I
with it.
think maybe some Malphites might swap back to Aegis.
Oh,
I know they have been using Frozen Gauntlet recently.
that's true. That's true.
So maybe they'll jump back to the Sunfire hype as they used to use. But Yudia's still using Camp Tank, Hecarim's still using Camp Tank, so
Yeah, for sure.
it's not solving the core problem of the other items being too good. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's sweet. Okay, time for the Void stuff.
Ooh.
With a strong passive and low cost,
Okay.
we're making it worse as an early rush item. Okay.
Okay.
ability power's gone up, so from 65 to 70, but the cost has gone up by 200. So from 400 to 600.
Okay.
So that prevents the rush, right?
Yeah, so this is more of like a high elo situation where a lot of mid laners value magic penetration, and you'll hear a lot of LS talking about this a lot.
Okay.
He likes early Void, especially on Annie and other characters, other mid characters, because like being able to go through all their magic resist like completely and do true damage is a big deal.
Oh
and,
yeah,
and
for
it
sure.
adds up. But most characters don't really build it as a rush, but build it towards the end of the game when they have lots of magic resist to go through.
Okay.
So it buffs most players, so this is a good change because you're getting more AP. But at the end of the day, it dials back the rush of Void stuff, so it affects high elo a lot, but it buffs everyone else.
Yeah, I think
so. I think most characters aren't gonna feel the difference. They're only gonna become stronger.
Yeah.
But specific characters like to rush it.
Yeah, especially when you're so economy focused at high elo and
it's very important.
You know, that's when you're gonna notice the difference. $200.
Yes.
Is especially when you're doing perfect CS and you're trading properly and you time your buys. And that will affect that micromanaging of that. But for most people that are not perfect with it, like they could just improve their CS by 20-30%, and like that alone will make them buy it quicker anyways.
Yes.
So like that's not even a big concern.
But yeah, this is just a pro play / high elo change. Because I know pro play, they love their Void stuff, second item and stuff. First, so it's gonna be interesting.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting. Just for the ability power boost alone, you know. Okay, so new category now in the jungle camp changes. Okay, this is something that actually I've been looking forward to. Like they did nerf the jungle. I'm like, those initial clears, the XP, gold differences, everything. They had to do something to bring it a bit back, and they did. So what they did is, okay, the last set of jungle changes took a sufficient amount of experience out of the jungle. So we're refunding some of it to with a buff to Smite and a good old Gromp.
Wow.
So this should fix a certain route to help junglers to get to level 3 after 3 camps and keep them alive. Nice. So the heal of the Gromp has gone up from 60 to 90, and then it goes up to 243 from 230, which is great. Like I love to get the heal. It keeps you going. It keeps your clears nice and healthy.
Yes.
It's great. So and the XP from the Gromp has gone up. Okay, initially it starts at 10 increase, all the way up to around 20-ish. No, not even, like 15-ish. So from 168.75
goes 10
to
and
182.
It becomes slowly.
It's just a little bit more here and there, but the initial 10, you know, that's the 10. That's when it really matters.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where you're trying to get that level through. You know, trying to get your 6 as fast as you can, so you can start moving. This is great. I'm happy with that. So yeah.
This is very good for junglers that are not very meta or that good. So characters that struggle in the jungle.
Suboptimal kind of stuff.
So that's going to help out a lot, keeping it healthy. So Camille jungle is going to get buffed, stuff like that. Jax, it's a little bit healthier. Won't fix his clearing problems, clearing speeds and stuff, but this is an unexpected change because I thought jungle was still good, but we'll take it. I don't know why.
I like it. I like it. I like a little extra health. You can be like, even when I just say do a Jax clear, you know, it makes me not have to use my first pot. You know, you can maybe delay it. If I don't have to, you can hold the pot. It's always good to have that because you want to hold it for scuttle maybe.
Yeah, scuttle fight.
Yeah, for scuttle
you
fight.
Gotta be healthy for scuttle fight. So
I like that. So if I just get a little bit more from the Gromp, it just keeps my, you know, northward run. Let's say if I'm red side.
Or if you don't get a leash and you stay healthy.
Yes.
Because that happens apparently.
Because when you assist ping and no one turns up and you're like, oh, guess I gotta do it myself.
Yeah, I guess
so. So this is gonna be good for everybody. I think this is great. This is great. Okay, moving on. Summoner spells. Okay, we've got some changes. Smite. Alongside Gromp's buff and the hit to Ravenous Hunter, we're adding an extra healing bump by giving some base healing to make it less treacherous for the junglers who are less tanky and struggle to sustain themselves.
Wow.
So the base health from 70 went up to 90.
That's a big deal.
That's not bad, man. Not bad at all.
You're smiting a lot. This means a lot. Like the heal, this buffs,
because this again, this helps clears. It helps you. It prepares you for the scuttles, especially in the early part of the game.
It adds up.
This really adds up. This is great.
Characters that struggle to clear raptors are gonna heal more. Characters, you know, Rengar and stuff that kind of struggles in the jungle early on. It's gonna be healthier, which is gonna make him more popular in the jungle. People have been playing him a lot top, so gonna see more Rengar jungle now. Kha'Zix somewhat struggles, so that's gonna keep him healthier.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a lot of the assassins, melee assassins and stuff.
Glass cannon kind of stuff. That don't want, you know, melee damage.
Yeah, people that struggle on the Raptors are gonna feel this a lot. But I think everyone will feel it at the end of the day. That's massive.
I think it's across the board improvement.
Yeah.
But definitely the people that have like that early slow clears that like eat them up, and they have to be very efficient. They have to be like, their clears have to be perfect to have the right amount of health to move to the next step without going back. That's gonna help them a lot. They're gonna feel it immediately.
Yeah, and when you're fighting and like you're full health and you're mid fight and you smite something for health, that's a game changer.
Yes.
You're healing extra health. So when those like scuttle fights happen, you get heal extra off the scuttle. So you're more of a threat as a jungler now. So this is a big deal. It's a big
that's gonna be funny because both of them are gonna have a smite.
Yes.
You know, so it's gonna be a bit of an equalizer, but we'll see how that plays out. Okay, the good old TP. Okay. Addressing unintuitive and frustrating scenarios around teleport, such as teleporting and zooming right back into lane after an early death. In compensation, we're giving it a buff to maintain its power as a playmaking tool. I like this. I like this.
That a lot.
So updated, the home start alone. Teleport now removes home start and respawn home guard.
Finally, jeez.
Very good.
That was annoying.
Bonus movement speed, so instead of it scaling up from 30% to 50%, it's flat 50, which is great.
Nice.
That compensates for the home guard thing.
Yeah.
And the cooldown has been reduced. It starts the same, 420, and then it finishes at 210 instead of 240.
Whoa.
Which is great, especially
that's really good.
You're doing the plays more later anyways, right?
Yeah, TP plays are very valuable.
So that's going to play off. It's improved across the board. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think that it's better now.
I think it's better.
I think it's better.
Like holding home guard speed boost was kind of like a bug in a way.
Yeah, it was a bit of
you're
like
not near your base, you're not guarding your home, you're just teleporting with home guard and staying on you for some reason. Yeah. So that's fine. It was a bit of a cheese. You'd be recalling and then they teleport and run at you. And cancel your recall. It's just so annoying. It's like, I just killed you. Wow, how the hell did you just run at me at 1,000 move speed? So it's more a playmaking tool. I like that. So you can set the tone of the game with your TPs better. So I really like that a lot. So it's a good change and buff for top lane. I like this.
Yeah, it's going good. Okay, new category. We're talking runes right now. Rune changes, fleet footwork. Although useful in a number of champions, this rune is a bit too generous with its sustain for AP champions. So we're targeting that. So the heal ratio from 30% AP has gone down to 20% AP.
Okay.
So how do you think that's going to affect the people choosing it? Are they going to stick to it?
Yeah, basically they did buff, well they didn't buff. Well, they buffed like Sylas this patch, and Sylas does like to use fleet, so maybe they're trying to bump it down. And also Castellan's very prominent right now in high elo especially, and he loves to use fleet, so it's more of a change for dominant mid laners right now, or mid laners to get a free pass running fleet. So it's a mid lane nerf, but at the end of the day, if you're playing top and you're AD person, so you're still gonna be fine. But even for those AP characters, it doesn't really affect your early game that much. It's really very small. But yeah, you know, it's gonna be a noticeable difference when you're versing really good players. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, Ravenous Hunter. What are they doing with that? Another change under the umbrella of healing adjustments. Ravenous has been standing out as a strong rune of choice for secured sustain. So we're giving it a tap down. So they removed the base Omnivamp.
Wow.
Ravenous Hunter no longer has a base of 1% Omnivamp. And now there's an Omnivamp per stack has gone down from 1.7% to 1.5%.
Wow.
So that's pretty big, right?
That's a big
that's
deal.
Big.
Like the immediate effect of Ravenous is just gone, which is crazy. I know a lot of junglers liked running this because they spawn in and they're healing more in camps.
Yeah.
And I know Karthus like doing this. So this is an indirect nerf to Karthus as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of junglers that enjoyed the Omnivamp in the jungle to stay healthier are gonna get hit by this.
Yeah, I think I was running it on with Jax. Because you need it, especially with Raptors and whatnot, when they're all on you. You just need to like restore that health. Yes. Yeah, of course, go Counter Strike and whatnot.
So this is a big change, and we reduced stacks. The value from stacks is also a big change. So it's very interesting. And I wonder if people can start flex picking, maybe Ultimate Hunter and different different red tree. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, this is pretty big. I didn't know this was happening behind the scenes, but there's DirectX 11 support now. So apparently last year, they published an article talking about how the upcoming changes will roll out for DX11, and it's finally here. In case of any issues during rollout, we're giving players the option to fall back to DirectX 9, which can be found in the League client settings, keep an eye out, game options, preferred DX9, legacy mode. So now DX9 is classified as legacy mode. So I don't want to get too nitty gritty about DirectX 11. At the end of the day, it's just an API. It's a new way that Microsoft does their programming. There's a toolkit. It basically makes your game more efficient with your hardware. So your graphics cards, your audio, whatever you're using, it can utilize it in a more efficient manner, and it can produce better frames. It can maybe keep itself more steady when there's more things happening on the screen. Let's say you're running Discord, you got your Chrome, you got your music playing, whatever. It's multitasking. You can just do it better. DirectX 9 has been around for like almost 20 years. It's just old, but it's almost like reliable. I imagine that's why they kept it, and it's probably a big overhaul to do. I don't know specifically, but they've been running it for beta. I looked at the article a little bit. They were saying they had a little beta. You just changed a little bit of the settings in the config, but now it just runs straight. I haven't seen how it's gonna play out. I'm just gonna keep playing for the next couple weeks and just see if I feel like when things get heated, it's just more stable. Usually, like, this game runs very efficiently, especially, like, let's talk for streamers that have to run OBS, recording. They're not only are they streaming it up, they're doing a recording copy. Let's say if they're running an NVIDIA card. I'm running an NVIDIA card on all my rigs. I've got old cards, like we're talking about like 780 Ti on my other rig. I've got a 2060 on this one right now. Of course, you got the NVENC recordings, it can do 2 NVENC tasks at the same time. So you can, let's say, send a stream, encode that, also encode your local recording to a hard drive, and then it's also playing League of Legends on top of that. Most of the time, this is one of the games I really enjoy. League of Legends, its ability to perform under all that pressure very well. There's other games that will like blue screen your setup if it's a bit too hot and heavy, but this one can do it. League of Legends is very good at that. But I would love to see if DirectX 11 is going to make it even better, more stable, so I can be able to, have extra things open. Sometimes I have to turn things off just to keep that efficiency right. I've got a 144 Hertz monitor. I would like my monitor to be over 144 while I'm recording, despite recording and streaming at 60 FPS.
That's true.
So if this is going to be a big difference, I don't know. I hope. There's nothing more I can say. But we're gonna see in the future. I'm gonna say thanks, Riot. That's really high.
I'm excited actually.
Yeah, if this is because everybody's architecture is now updated. So if you have cards from like 5 let's say even the 780 Ti, I think is gonna benefit from this. Let alone people with a 900 series, 10 series, 20 series, now 30 series. You can really get as maximum juice out of this. You can probably run it at higher settings more stably. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited. Yeah, man. DirectX 11. Let's go. Okie dokie. Second last chapter here. Bug fixes, quality of life changes.
The best ones, debatably.
There's a lot of stuff going on. This one's pretty long. So let's just start on this. League client rewrote the code that was responsible for constantly alerting players with multiple key fragment notifications. We'll be keeping a close eye on that. God damn it. I'll have the keys to the kingdom with the amount of keys that they gave me. Every time I boot it up.
You boot it, jebait every time.
Debated for so many times.
Yeah.
I thought I was balling. Every time I go, it's not there.
I've got a key fragment. And then you open it.
I was like, I've been honored. 67% increase. Bullshit.
Nothing.
It was a big debate. And they knew about it. So, okay. If I didn't get to see it, good. Because I don't want to look at it. Because I don't want fake. I don't want to get like dangling phantom keys in front of me. So get that shit out of my way. So next League client fix the player presence data issue where people in your lobby will not appear as online and or would not update when a player changed their summoner icon. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Okay, you did. Okay. So they fixed honor rewards image sizes. I don't know what that means. It's a little bit bigger.
I guess so.
Fix the missing images from some mission tooltips. I think I did notice that. Like we just give like a little like broken JPEG little square sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
actually.
fix that because it's nice. It's aesthetics. Come on, bro. So, fix the missing image. Oh, sorry about that. Players can now turn off collection tab notifications for newly acquired content via settings.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
That's, I guess, a quality of life
Yeah,
change.
it's
Nothing
annoying.
crazy.
Yeah,
They fixed the formatting and vocabulary in Teleport's tooltip. I'd never even noticed anything. I don't read
I didn't
tooltip.
notice, yeah.
So Kassadin's W, Netherblade,
Yeah, he's
now
auto-attack.
properly grants mana stacks from Tear the Goddess.
Oh, okay. I guess it was glitched or something.
Yeah, imagine like not getting that. Well,
That's pretty annoying because that's his auto attack reset.
exactly. So, well, that's fixed. Now, Serpent's Fang Shield Reaver no longer applies to minions and turrets.
Oh, it was so satisfying.
Yeah. Like, we were like popping off about Serpent's Fang last time.
Dude, I've been using Serpent's Fang. If you watched the last video, I mentioned I was really excited. And I'm still excited because I've been using it and it's Pog. So this is kind of, like, I noticed this when I was like farming. Like every time I auto, it would put the Shield Reaver like icon on top of there.
All
like,
the minions, yeah.
minions and jungle monsters and stuff. It was pretty satisfying to look at. I don't think it did anything, but you know.
Yeah, it didn't say monsters, just minions and turrets. So maybe the camps are still open for it.
Maybe the camps are still open.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure.
So fix the bug with Samira's W, Blade World's second attack would sometimes not inflict damage.
Oh, I noticed this. I didn't notice this.
Oh,
Yeah, because
wow.
I played the character, so
Okay.
like you do the first thing, and then when she finishes, it wouldn't do damage.
Oh, that's not good.
And that's been happening for a long time since it was released.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I always noticed that.
So she's gonna be even fatter now with this.
Yeah, I thought I was tripping. 'Cause I
Okay.
don't play the character much, but I noticed it every time I played it.
So they fixed the bug where Banshee's Veil, a null passive cooldown, would not display in the player's inventory.
Oh yeah, basically like it'll be on cooldown, but it would pretend, it would say like it's ready, but it's not.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a big debate. So you can't
And-
even like time your
yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
it's kinda
forget
weird.
about it. So they fixed two bugs where attacks from Urgot's W Purge and Lucian's P Lightslinger did not count as unique attack instances for Mana Moon stacking,
Wow.
Muramana on
That's
hit,
annoying.
and Runan's Hurricane and Ravenous Hydra.
Really?
Damn. So that's going to be pretty huge now. I think that's going to make a big difference. So they fixed the bug where Ornn's Syzygy, ever rising moon passive would not go on cooldown as long as he was basic attacking with Black Cleaver in his inventory. What a particular weird thing.
That's so weird.
What the hell? Okay, well, that's fixed. Fixed the bug where Sterak's Gage Bloodlust passive would not heal the user for each champion they were in combat with.
I don't know how long that was happening for.
Yeah. You just go in there, just unka bunka, you don't even notice that. But now, hey, that could be like a little micro buff.
Yeah,
in there.
little heal, like regions and stuff you can't really feel. It's kind of hard.
I wonder if that was a constant bug or it would happen once in a while.
I'm
I
not
wonder.
sure.
So they fixed the bug where Muramana's unhit effects would not be applied every third attack when the player has Ginsu's Rage Blade.
That's a bug.
Whoa. Whoa. So Shyvana now properly gains
Wait, they
addition.
misspelled it. Look,
Shyana now properly gains additional Fury generation from Cloud Dragons and Cloud Souls.
Okay.
Ah.
Guess she wasn't getting rage properly.
No, she was just chilling. So fix the bug where right-clicking and longsword in Noon Quiver's build path within Immortal Shieldbow, Gale Force, or Kraken Slayer's build path would make you unintentionally purchase the dagger next to it instead.
I actually noticed this.
Did
like,
you?
2 days ago. I was
Whoa.
playing Graves and I went to buy a longsword, and then I bought a dagger. I'm like, I am 99.99% sure.
my
I tried to
God.
buy a longsword, but I'm like, oh, I guess I'm tripping today. No,
I didn't notice
this happened
it.
to me. I remember.
Because I buy Kraken and Gale Force like almost every day. So I just didn't pay attention. Maybe.
This happened to me multiple times.
Wow.
I'm like, I literally didn't press dagger. I'm like, am I like drunk or something? But I'm like,
Right.
I guess I wasn't. So that's very interesting.
Okay, and Nivea's R, Glacial Storm, no longer toggles off when using Hextech Rocket Belt.
Who the hell builds Hextech Rocket Belt on Nivea anyways?
Hey, somebody's trying that.
1 million mastery points and Nivea bronze 4.
Yeah, that's one of those. Fix the bug where Daisy's third AoE attack was accidentally using Ivern's AD instead of Daisy's AD.
Oof. So it's like hitting like a
Pepe
minion.
Oh my god. Okay, well, that's fixed. That's fixed.
Oh, even Windmaker's up.
Yeah, so that's it, dude. So those are the bugs and quality of life changes. Okay, let's talk skins, okay?
Oh, the
We're
best
talking
part.
skins, the best part. Hey, I'm not particularly like looking for skins, but
Yeah.
sometimes they come to you and they're great.
do.
Okay, so now we've got fully decked out Battle Academia set.
What time it is?
Sick ass shit. We're looking at it here. We're gonna add it here. It's
Yeah.
gonna come up. So we've got the first set is Garen and Wukong.
It's pretty cool.
Very cool. I think out of all the set, Garen wins. Okay, always.
He's
For
got the TikTok hair.
Yeah, he's got the
he actually
TikTok
has, He
hair.
has the Korean boy hair.
Yeah, he's got K-pop hair.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's
It's
pretty
fine.
funny.
For the cause, it's good.
For the
That's
cause.
right. For the cause. Okay, so and Wukong looks good too. Everything looks good in this. Okay, so that one looks
yeah.
schmick. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Next one. Okay, this one is
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn. We got Caitlyn. I thought it was Shurelya for a second.
I thought it was
You
Fiora.
thought it was Fiora, and then I saw the gun. I'm like, nah, that ain't it.
Yeah.
It's goddamn.
That's the Peacemaker. That's
It's the
Caitlyn.
Peacemaker.
What time it is?
So yeah, she looks like bad. She looks pretty bad.
Hey, what time it is? Oh. We got
Yone,
Sephiroth here.
Sephiroth, a
Sephiroth
little bit
DLC.
of a, you know, hey, he's not that bad. He's got that villain aesthetic, that like
Pretty
a
cool.
little bit of that little Falconia vibes going on, a little bit of that, you know, Griffith action.
I like his
I'll
sword.
say. Yeah, the swords are good. Yeah, even like the whole aesthetic is good. I
Yeah, it's
like it.
pretty
I
cool.
like it. Okay,
Then it's Leona.
Leona gets 2.
That's right.
Okay, she gets the normal with the blue hair. Okay, but hey, just like in Call of Duty, once you prestige, get that gold.
Your
Okay?
time it is.
That's
Leona
right.
Sims popping off. Your time
Yeah,
it is.
dude, it is about that time. I prefer the prestige.
Prestige looks cool. The tie is cool.
Yeah, because they give it the golden hair, and that's the,
Yeah.
you know, that fits. I like it when they look like what they normally look like. So I'll
Yeah,
give it to
it's
him.
pretty
I'll give
cool.
it to
I
him.
like it.
I like it. It's good. And of course the
Ooh.
chromas. We've got chromas. Garen's
Garen
chromas
chromas.
popping off. Personally, I prefer the base one. I think that's the best one. The red and gold. The red and gold is just too strong.
I enjoy the emerald with like that silver hair.
Yep.
Really cool. I like that
That's
a lot.
alright. That's alright.
But yeah,
I
default-
would be happy with the base one. I
yeah,
wouldn't be
I think
chasing
the base
for
is so. I like the sword a lot.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think the sword's so cool.
And we saw the animations, right? Like if you
Oh
guys look up the
my
videos
God.
on that, it just
The animations are nuts. It's really cool.
unbelievable, nutty. It looks next gen almost. Like it looks like
Yeah.
all these new skins look like the next
It
level.
looks like how League should look like.
Yeah, everything should
You
be
have
like
to
that.
buy them. You're done.
And then Wukong's are really nice as well. The base one's blue. Out of that kit, I'm just looking at it now. A lot of them are nice. I would say even the green one, that lime green one's nice. The orange one on top of that's good. The second last one, that other red one's nice. All of these, the Wukong ones are really good. I don't play Wukong, so my wallet is safe.
Yeah.
But damn, not bad. Oh, okay. So
Oh,
Caitlyn gets
Caitlyn.
5 variants. I like the black gun with the red.
That one's sick.
I like the black gun. I ain't gonna. But the normal ones, no cap, pretty good. Purple, can't go wrong with purple.
Can't go wrong with purple.
Regal color,
Damn.
popping off. The other one, that third one, that pink one's like a Seraphine kind of like.
Yeah.
If you have like a duo bot, Seraphine Caitlyn, and they're all like pink and shit, forget about it. Okay, Yone.
Oh, they're sick.
He's got options.
That's
These
sick.
are all good.
That's sick.
These
Wow.
are all good.
Wow.
You're pogging. I think that these are all good. These are lit.
I like his aesthetic. I like his aesthetic. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, this is great. Whatever. Yone main's broke.
That's sick.
Yone main's broke. And
Leona.
Leona.
Which one do I like the most?
Oh, they're pretty good. They're all
Damn.
pretty good.
No, because it changes a lot about her.
Yeah,
She
all
has
the
a
hair color
shield,
changes, the
she has a
shield.
sword, you know.
I like the orange one. The first orange one's
the
good.
black, red, and the like the
The pink hair one?
hot pink hair one.
Yeah, that
that
one's pretty
probably
good.
my favorite one. That's sick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, and the base one's nice. I like the base
Yeah,
one.
I
as
don't
well.
play
The blue-
Leona, but this is sick.
Yeah, that's pretty clean. But yeah, dude, that's it for skins. I think that was a banger release. I think that was good.
That's good.
Battle Academia in general is pretty good. It's a good
Yeah, I
set.
think it's because like it's kind of newish too.
Yeah.
But yeah, damn, it's not my favorite like line.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
But
so either.
they
Yeah.
definitely.
Stepping it up,
If
yeah.
you like that aesthetic, they did a good
Yeah,
job.
like the
at
high
it.
school anime
Yeah.
stuff. If you want that, like
It's pretty sick.
these are all good. These are really well made.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a winner. It's a winner this time. Okay, guys, that's it. That's 11.6 in a nutshell. A lot of changes.
A lot.
You know, we're talking about from the software side to the character, to the champions, the items, abilities, everything, dude. Tons of bug fixes.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty substantial. We've got some
Yeah.
micro, reworks in the mix.
Yeah, like
We've
Xin
got
Zhao rework, I'm really
Yeah.
hyped for.
Sylas is going to be everywhere,
Yeah.
so expect
Yeah.
getting whipped,
Yeah.
right? You're going to get whipped back to Runeterra.
That's true.
And it's a good patch. It's going to be very interesting to see how
Very
it's going to
interesting.
play out. Of course, don't forget to subscribe. There's more videos coming out. We're going to be discussing what's still meta, what to abuse the next coming 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Hint, hint. Chem Tank, that
Chem
shit
Tank.
is going to be everywhere.
Untouched.
We're going to be talking about which characters are still meta, who's untapped,
Yep.
who's not bothered, like what you should run. We're going to be doing videos about our top picks
Yes.
for each position in different rank categories, like for low and high elo.
Yes.
And then our top ban choices, which is really important. We were pretty spot on last time. Like we
Yeah, last
looked
time
at the
was
player
nuts.
rates. We did all the, now that the
Yeah.
weeks went by, 11.5's done. A lot of the picks that we said were pretty substantial. It
Yeah.
didn't end up panning out
Insane.
that way. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to try and bang them out as fast as possible. So this one, we're giving you the patch notes ASAP. And then the next day, we're going to give you another one and another one and another one. So you can be ready for 11.6 from the get-go. So, of course, subscribe, support the goddamn stream. You know what to do, okay?
time it is.
You know what time it is. So I want to thank everyone for watching. It's a pretty long video, but it's worth it. It's worth your time if you give a damn about this game.
True.
And I want to thank everyone for watching, of course. And until then, peace out.